All right, and welcome everybody. How you guys doing today? Welcome to another sideways episode of the daily sideways, the daily traffic jam update with the Vamp. Just to give you guys a heads up, so I was live earlier today with the members. So I did like an hour and a half session with the members today. And just, really quickly, just a couple of identifier things that we were looking at is, listen, I was watching the Stoke roll over on these higher time frames. So these are all up on the 12-hour, right? So I'm going to rip this down right here. First thing I want to do is I want to bring up that daily close, okay? So there's a couple things about the daily close. I just want to go over all of this. So I got everybody over here on the daily. So here's our daily close, right? So now on Coinbase, we definitely got on the USD charts, we definitely got a shooting star pattern, right? That closed out here 2 days ago. Then we had I want to call this a bearish pattern. I want to say this is bearish. This is almost like a hammer candle to me. So I look at yesterday as closing out as more of a hammer, right? So 2 days ago, hold on a second, was a nice reversal candle, right? So 2 days ago, you had a very nice reversal candle. Yesterday, closed a hammer candle. Right, so when I look at this looks like a hammer candle that closed out here. A little more aggressive. It was a spinning top on USDT, then turned into a hammer candle. Now I am more bearish when you have these larger wicks on the bottom. I like the larger wicks on the bottom. Gives me more of a bearish continuation pattern. But to me, this is not what was bearish about this or is bearish about this right now. What's bearish to me is this green TD6, right? This green TD6 that fell out. Now, you guys know I love the TD sequential pattern, and I do have a particular pattern I look for. I just talked about this in my seminar at WCC, and one of them is this 1, 3, 5, 6 pattern, right? That played out here. So this green 6 turning into a red candle. So when this green 6 turns into a red candle, I'm very bearish on this, right? I'm very bearish on this. And, you can see this started to roll over on us, right? You started to get these rolling overs on the Stoke. I want to take a look at the daily Stoke too. Let's see what we got on our daily Stoke. Yeah, kind of the same thing. All the daily Stokes trying to roll over on us, trying to give us that big rollover. Let's see if they can, get it done. But it is really close to touching. I'm looking over here at the Binance, on this Binance and the USDT chart is definitely a little weaker than we're having a little more of a bounce over here on the Coinbase style, on the Coinbase chart. All right. Moving along. Sorry. So listen, I had not touched these charts for like 2 days, right? 2 days. And everybody who's been watching or watched 2 days ago, listen, these charts have not changed at all. I'm gonna leave this back over here on the 12-hour, right? And kind of here was my pattern call that I was looking for. This is the pattern I was looking for this to play out. Come up, bounce down, I was looking for either one of these to get tested right here. Now came up, came down. We're coming down, and this trend line is what we're going to test, and we're going to go over that with another chart really quick here. But I'm going to jump to our chalk and money flow. Chalk and money flow showing that money is still leaving the marketplace. Right, we're still leaving the marketplace. I don't see anything coming back in. Now it looks like we have a little bit of an upturn. Right, we get a little bit of an upturn over here on the higher time frame on the 287. Right, which I did go over in my seminar yesterday, and I'll be doing a video on this in the training area, in the members area. So, and how I came up with this 287 indicator. that is on the chalk and money flow that basically shows me bull and or bear, and I also did this in one of the videos a couple days ago, right? So I'm just watching this chalk and money flow very closely to see if we get a nice big bounce out of it that'll show me that money's coming back into the market and that we can see that baby bull Jesus is actually on his way back. You know, here's one of my other charts. So listen, I have this trend line right here. Okay, I have the trend line right here. I've been looking for this. You know, so on my bubble chart, my MACD bubble chart. Listen, we still haven't got up here. I'm gonna slide this baby over. All right, it's gonna slide that baby over like that. Lock it in place. So I want to see, you know, this is where I will be going long. You know, it's very easy up here. This is where I will be going long, looking to break this area. This is the bull break, right? And we've continued to be held down historically by these trend lines, right? These trend lines have continually held us down on the MACD. I'm just going to keep stretching that out, right? Locked it in place. And gonna stretch this one out, lock it in place. So I still got two trend lines overhead that are acting as resistance, right? And they've done a great job. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and they keep dropping out a little lower every time. Now, very significantly though, you know, we just, these last couple rejections that happened, they just haven't really been that strong in nature. Now, they haven't been strong on the bounces, but they also haven't been strong on the rejections. You know, nothing has changed for me. I still see us moving sideways. I'm still bearish. You know, in the shorter term, I'm still bearish. Long term, of course, I'm looking to find a bottom and then turn bullish. But you know, I'm looking for a J hook pattern, right? So I'm looking for the J hook pattern. Where is it? Right? Didn't play out here. Right? Clearly didn't play out there. Okay, so now is the J hook pattern going to play out here? Are we going to get a J hook, or are we just going to get a straight dump? Right? So this is really, time will tell here. But at this point, I'm just looking that it's possible we're just going to get a straight dump, right? So I'm looking for a rollover, right? I'm looking for a rollover here. And I'm going to just kind of mark this out. Give yourself a nice, pretty pink ellipse. And, you know, so I'm basically looking for this right here. I'm looking for this to play out now. Okay. I'm looking for these three. Looking for these three things to kind of play out right here. Right, just a simple rollover. I'm going to show you MACD. All right, and I'm going to show you one thing we're going to go into our Bollinger Band chart, but we're going to go into our Bollinger Band in the 200-day. And the 200-day is kind of what's acting as now resistance for us on the 3-day. All right, got rejected, RSI got rejected, but you know, this is the bubble chart continues to be accurate. All right, so here's what we did. Here's kind of the new thing that we did today in the members area, and this is kind of what we went over. So I did an actual USD, this big wedge, this kind of bubble chart. So this is an actual stripped down version of the bubble chart on the left side here with USDT. On the right is a version of the bubble chart, but with USD, and I need to complete this into a stripped down version. Listen, we just keep getting rejected. This line had come all the way up here and was looking and touched up here and then fell back down again. And you see how many times on the USD chart that this trend line has held true, right? 1, 2, right? 3 even, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 8, 9, 10 times, 11 times this top trend line has held strong as we've marched along in this 143, 144 days now since back here. So it's been 144 days since we started out at this bottom point, right, which is actually right here. Right, so there was green arrow points right here. So if you go all the way back here, you run this trend line out. this trend line is now 144 days old and still holding into this wedge, right? So this wedge is 144 days old and still holding strong, both bearish and bullish. It's not giving up the cookies to anybody easily. So there's nothing free here. This trend line is just making this very difficult to challenge. We're still moving into this apex, right? And listen, big bullish move on this thing with almost no movement. Had a little drop out there, same kind of a thing. Now, very important, when I did this trend line, right, and these trend lines up in here, so I have multiple trend lines. I have this trend line from the top up here from these two. I then have a second trend line that works out just beautifully. I mean, this trend line right here is gorgeous, right? So this trend line, and I listed this. This is the must-have trend line. Okay, you must have this trend line right here. All right, so this trend line runs along these two candle closes, perfectly along, tops these two, perfectly along these two, taps this one, taps that one, comes down, taps this long red drop, taps this green drop, and comes all the way down. This is kind of the must-have trend line, and I can change the color up on that a little bit. I can make it blue, a little too blue. How about that? It's a little bit better. This is the must-have trend line right here, right? And the way I'm looking at this, right, is I'm looking at this area right here as a double trend line cup, right? So you've got, it's actually three trend lines. So you got this blue must-have trend line, right, that comes down. Then you've got two more trend lines, one from way over here, right, that comes to here. And then you got the second tighter one from here to here, and then runs all the way up here. Now this is, and now what happens is you actually get this cup. This is a support cup right here, right? It's kind of like a bra for a female, right? Kind of the same thing, but you get this support cup right here, and that's really what we're. I'm gonna go over to my BCH chart. Holy Jesus, BCH, Jesus Christ, yeah. We'll get over to BCH. Yeah, it is going crazy. I see that. It's out of control. Yeah, like that's where everybody's trading right now. So right now, the way we're looking at is we're looking for this to hold in this cup right here if this does fall out. Now the top side, you see your trend line on the top side. So it's pretty easy. If you want to strip down trend line chart, there it is. This is pretty easy. You just screenshot that baby, throw in your trend lines. You see what your top side is. You see what your lower side is. So you've got, look, green, green, orange, orange. These are your two lower targets, your two higher targets for a breakout. And really, there's just nothing. Now, looking at the volume here, volume has been descending. So we just got absolutely no volume. In fact, I want to take a look at the daily candle that closed out yesterday. We can look at that on both charts. All right, let's look at that on both charts over here. Come on, pull down. All right, so the daily candle that closed out yesterday was just super low. Now, just a continuation of the low bearish volume here. Now, this actually, let's see that puppy. I mean, they're both uber low. They're both very low. All right, so just like I said, just a continuation of a very, very bearish volume pattern, right? So got this all set up, look, came back down, got rejected again. This came all the way up here, almost touched that, then dropped out. All right, so there we go. Get your must-have trend lines up there. All right, so this is the must-have trend line from July 24th to now. Start with the July 24th candle close, not the wick, okay? Got that? So, all right, let's cruise along right here. Now, this is my warning sign on the ADX chart. The ADX chart has a warning sign on it, and that warning sign is if these two lines come together, and this has kind of gone a little neutral on us, right? So this is the ADX below. So the ADX on the daily has tried to... Right, this is trying to turn neutral right here, right? This was very bearish, right? And I said if these two touch, this will be it'll cause a bearish reaction, and then you'll get pretty much a hardcore dump on this thing, and you'll just be watching for a hardcore dump right there, okay? All right, that being said, now the bullishness I see on this chart. Let's go over the bullishness. So this is my one. I have two things that are still a little bullish on for me. This trend line, this is one. So here's my larger wedge. We've gone over this, right? And I've always said, I said, where is the bottom of A and the top of B, right? Where is it? I mean, is it here? Is B here? So I think we found the bottom of A. We've put that in. Now, where is B? Is B here? Is B here? Is B here? I don't know where B is, right? Is B right here? Like we put in a very bearish pattern right there. It's really difficult to count out anything substantial in here other than these larger ABCs. A, B, C, right? A, B, C, right? And now it's very difficult to count this out as a 5 wave, right? Very challenging to count this out as a 5, right? But I mean, that's all I can do is just look at this as a big ABC, and then look at this as an ABC, trying to reform an ABC down here on the bottom side right there, right? Now, our WMA, our weighted moving average with the true strength index has rolled over, okay? So this is bearish. This is rolling over bearish, and something very important on this thing, okay? So the WMATSI one rolled bearish. Now, looking closely at this, look at how well this has played off this trend line. Bang, 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 rip through there, rip through this green candle, right? This green propeller candle came through, but bounce, bounce, looking to test this one more time. Right? So this is rolled. Now you've got support down here. This support is held over and over and over again. Look, held, 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 and this is the bull support bear break line. Okay, at the 32.6 on your WMA TSI chart, right? On your indicator. Okay, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm watching this baby right here to see how this plays out and if it can hold this trend line, right? This looks like it correlates. This trend line looks like it correlates really well with this green support line right here. And if this green support line breaks, I would expect to see us finally come down and test one of these lower trend lines here, okay? So that's it. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I want to see this trend line get tested. I actually want to see this get broken. And then I want to see my bounce from lower down, right? I want to go back. I want to see my bounce here. Give me a bounce in this cup support line. This would be really good for me. I'd like to see the cup, this cup support line break. All right. And let's move along. And we already gone over this in the members. I just don't know where this is. So I'm just going to highlight this once again. Okay, moving along. There's that. And all right, historical volatility chart, nothing, stuck, right? Now, when I look over here, this gives me another really good trend line that I kind of, have drawn out right here on Bitstamp. You got another really resistance trend line, to see if this thing holds on the top side right there. It's pretty good, but I'm not changing anything. I just want some freaking movement. We're just not getting any movement. It's very nice of BTC to not do anything for 2 days for me. All right, nothing on the larger scale chart over here. This is our 1 week and 1 month ADX charts. Still nothing. Still haven't found Baby Bull Jesus, which was found. There's Baby Bull Jesus. This is when he was found. This is when this bottomed out. Okay, and hold on a second, let's pull back. Yep, there it is. So this is when Baby Bull Jesus was found, and that's it. There it is, the weekly called Baby Bull Jesus. We're still waiting. Now the good news is we're still really low, right? I still think Baby Bull Jesus can come down here, and he's pretty darn close, right? So, you look at this, and then you look at this chart right here. You see this? This is kind of this swooping down 53, 5,500 range. Right, now you come over here in the weekly. I mean, that's doable, right? That's doable to get down there. Okay, now this is the part that scares me. So this has been my real challenge today, all day, right? This has been my real challenge all day today, is looking at this chart. So when I pulled up my longs to shorts chart, right, the first thing I looked at was like the shorts have completely fallen out of the sky. The short RSI is now at a lowest low it's had ever. Right? This is the lowest low shorts have ever had on Phoenix, on the RSI. Right? We've set a new low. I mean, can it go lower? Yes, of course it can go lower. There's nothing to stop it from going lower. Okay? But, you know, I get over here. Now, this. If you go back, and my comparison was November, I had 3 comparisons, 4 actually. So if you go over to the members area, right, go over to the members area, we scroll up here. And where are you? Where is this? Where is it? Come on, I put the dates. I do the long to short comparison. There it is right there. I thought I put the dates on there. What the? Oh, there they are. Okay. So, November 12th, 2017 was one of them, right? So, November 12th, 2017 is one of the dates. And I thought I had all the dates on here. What the hell? How come I don't have all the dates on here? You know, did I do that in the alts chart? Seriously, how can I suck so bad? Okay, so I basically found 3 dates that you've got, right? So you've actually 4. Sorry, you've got November 12th, which is way back here, 2017, when it dropped this low. Look, you had this big dump out of here on the RSI. You had a big dump out on the shorts, and then this thing just went moon, just absolutely mooned. Now you're testing the RSI at the exact same place, right? So you're literally are testing this RSI exactly at the same place, right? RSI 2017 bull run. Oh, come on. Get off there. Right there. Okay, so look, you're testing this exactly at the exact same place right now, right? You're testing this, right? So I'm this is bullish. This is a little bit bullish right here. It's not a little bit bullish. That is bullish, right? Now you did get just a complete saber drop bottom, V bottom right here for a bounce, and this is what you always look for. You look for these V bottoms. They're very nice. We're on price action. We're definitely not getting the V bottom on the price action, but you know we are seriously testing this. You know, we're testing this RSI right here. All right, so we're testing this 2017 bull run RSI level, right? We're right here. All right, we're going to see if this can, you know, make it or break it. This is kind of make it or break it. Now this just dumps down, bounced off super strong with a ton of volume. So now, you know, there was a ton of volume that was actually played out here. So you did have a lot of volume that picked this up and just kept running with this. So you can go back on your Phoenix chart. You can see there's a bunch of volume back here. Look, there's no volume here, but there was a ton of volume all back here. right? And then that's really my. I don't know if to be bearish or bullish on this. You know, last two times we fell out this to this level, right? We definitely had two big drops that followed it, right? You had two big drops, so there basically you came down. You got to pump up on pretty much all three of these bottoms right here. October, these all happened in September actually. So there's two times this happened in September, and then when both of these happened in September, they you basically got this huge bounce out of this. Let me move this puppy over. All right, scoot this over. And pop this one down here. I'll turn that one yellow. Give me a second. Just want to line all these up. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to line up the price. It's over a little bit. That was not even close. Oops. Hold on, last one. There we go. Okay. So listen, you got a little bounce, especially out of this one right here. You got a nice little, this one died. Kind of got a little baby bounce and then died. Same thing. You got a bullish bounce for sure out of this one, then died. And then this one right here just basically died, got a little bullish bounce, died again, and you got your pump. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. Oh, it's not what I want to do. I want to get rid of that. All right, so those are all marked. To so it's what is that? Sorry, no, 12th, 2017 to September. So August 31st. (2018) August. Sorry, it says September 24th. 23rd, 2018. Okay. All right, so I got all those marked out. Nothing. I want to see this a little bit easier. All right, nothing. Oh. Now I'm going to go back and look at that weekly candle. Okay, nothing. Oh my God, look at that freaking stoke on the hell happened here? That just doesn't seem. Look at that. How'd that still drop so hard? It didn't even move. That's really weird. TD6, green 6, red candle. Same thing there. And I'm just going to load up one more chart here. All right, last chart. There we go. This is actually in my presentation. There it is. There's our chart. And our 6640 on Phoenix is the top. So I should probably break this down into, right? About right, 6640. Yep. So you look, we're below this, and I'm gonna want to split this up. I'm actually gonna split this baby up. For the second one, I'm gonna give us. Oh, what the hell? So Phoenix, Coinbase. There we go. So now at least we got two separate charts here to go by. Okay. I get rid of some of this stuff. I can get rid of it later. So yeah, so this is kind of what I see there. Let's pull it. That's sorry, that's the that's the 2-day, 3-day, weekly, and monthly. Right, so it's the first time since forever, right, our monthly, we are below. Okay, we are on the bottom side. We are also on a red 4 on the monthly with just some crazy candles playing out. Phoenix is more bearish. Let's see the top side, and that is 66, let's just call it 6640. USD is 6640. Same thing. They're pretty much the same. Real close. All right. All right, let's take a look at our alts. The hell's going on over here with all right, so Bitcoin Cash did the soft fork today, and just out of control. Listen, you're on a 12-hour, you've got to be on some insane. All right, you're on a bleeding 9 on your 6-hour. Your daily is just completely blasted off again. It did reset, which is good. You're on a green 6 with a red candle, which is bearish on your daily. Now your 12-hour, you're on a red 8. Bleeding 9, super bleeding 9. You got a whole bunch of bleeding 9s going on with your charts over here, right? So you just got to watch out for these bleeding 9s. Now this can just reset a little bit and then take back off, but like this bleeding 9 over here on the 4 hours, pretty vicious. These candles just going to keep stay in this dark color, watching you, warning you for a turnaround. And the daily still got a long way to go. Daily's got a long way to go. There's nothing that says this daily just can't keep going right here. Okay, but I'll tell you, you're looking for a reversal on the 4 and the 6 hour for sure. So I just keep my eyes out on those ones right there. Raven coin still doing good. Didn't break this, didn't trigger my stop loss. I'm still in that. My stop loss is right down here. It's about 600 sats. And if I get stomped out, I get stomped out. WTC, nothing. TX, looking good. I was kind of tracking this one right here. So, Doggy coin, still holding. I'm still looking for my personal target is to drop down and come down here. Touch this down here, and then we'll talk. We'll have a little doggy talk, okay? XRP, Very, 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 very disappointed. Very disappointed in XRP. Absolutely insanely disappointed. Killing me. Coinbase, killing me. All right, listen, people. I'm bullish on this for the Coinbase only. That's it. Yeah, man, people talking about $1,000 XRP out of their fucking minds. It's just not possible. It's impossible. All right, they're out of their damn minds. There's too much supply. VET still down here. TRX, listen, came down, right? And I said, you know, you got to break 30, 35, 350 sats and close below it, right? And it just couldn't close below it. It hasn't been able to close below 350 sats. Like 348 was the lowest. Then you got this big Darth Maul candle, broke back up. You know, it has to break lower here. It has to break this 350 if you're looking to place another short again on this. ETH turning bearish on us also. Watch this ADX here. So the ADX looks pretty neutral on, it looks kind of neutralish over here. So still looks neutral. Still looks okay. All right. Litecoin, listen, I had a little more hope for Litecoin. I had a little more hope that it would come up here and break through, but man, it is not looking good right now. And the Litecoin is not looking good. I wouldn't mind seeing a test, you know, to come down here and to test here first. You know, I wouldn't. I'm telling you, I'm still. I would look for this to come down and test right in here first, right? So this is where I would like to see LTC test this wedge line first, right? This is what I want. This is what I would like to see happen here. All right, Raven. Let me pop this Raven chart right here. So Raven's still holding strong. TRX. Okay, there's my TRX, LTC, ZRX. You know, just weakness kind of. I'm not. ZRX is not really impressing me. They did get on Coinbase. They got that pumpy pump, and they're kind of just flailing at this moment. Just flailing. Sia Coin. Seriously, unbelievable. So with Sia Coin right now, we have a war. So there's a war going on with Sia Coin, okay? So Sia has a war going on. It's between, what the hell, seriously. Between Bitmain and the Sia core, right? And the battle is killing Sia, right? I mean, that's what's happening here. So I thought we were going to get a little more bullishness out of here. Right? But I mean, listen, if this wedge break, this is bad. If this trend line breaks, hold on a second. All right, so this trend line breaking right here, and I want to be very, let's just make sure we give this a double little. I want to make sure I'm very accurate here, okay? As accurate as I can be. Okay. Yep, we already did BCH, Dow Jones. I still think so look, I could have done this. I should have done this. You know, look, look at this. You know, you had a lot of support in here. You know, TA. You know, TA wise, I mean, look at all these. You know, just this whole area right here. A lot of support right in here. I should have put that line in there. It's okay. All right. There you go. I mean, I think we're just in a correction is all it is. And the market's just, I still think the market is strong and we're just going to bounce out of the market. I think this is just partially also the election jitters. Like a lot of people are like worried about the election right now, which we have just in a couple days. So everybody's kind of freaked out about that. And then that's it. Right? That is it. And I'm going to go back over here. Scroll. Yes, Scroll. Scroll's doing good. Scroll's still doing good. Listen, there's rumors that Scroll is possibly going to IPO. There's some other rumors, you know, that it's, I think they just need, you know, a lot of good things are happening over on the Scroll project. I think it's just, you know, it just takes time. It just can't happen overnight, but, you know, Scroll's looking pretty good. I can't even have a concept with that claims XRP. Yeah, exactly. I swear. XRP $1,000. I'm just like, I don't want to call someone out, but I'm like, have you ever done the math on that? I think you just need to do the math on it, right? It doesn't add up. You can't. There's such a massive supply Okay, so here was, look, man, wow, the B scalper really doing good, right? B scalper calling this, calling the longs, calling the shorts. Great job, right? Pounded back down. Neo's still looking, here, look at how well this played out. God, I'm good, right? I mean, geez, I'm good. I'll take this. All right, old Neo chart below. Right? I mean, this is pretty good. Look, I figured up and then down and then up and then down. Now, I got the up and the down and I'm close, right? This is, ballpark. I'm ballparking this. Like here was my top area, right? I expected this to come up into this area and then fall out, right? Now this, came up, hit the area, right? And I expected it to fall straight out. It didn't. It moved sideways and then it fell out, right? Then we got the bounce. I mean, I'm pretty close. I'm within, marginish of errorish here. So I'm still looking for the bottom side here. So I'm still looking for this bottom target. Right now, this trend line is going to act as support right here. So, this trend line is going to act as support right now. So you're on the top side of this trend line here. And this thing is just going to start acting as your next area of support. Right? But it was clearly in a bearish pennant and it broke out, right? Broke bearish. Looks good. Right? That looks real good. That's it. And I think that's all I got, the short thing is just killing me. The shorts, this is the only chart. This one, or is this one right here? God, guys, I don't know what the hell. So last time this happened, last couple time this happened, there was a bull bounce, and then the price died, right? Bull bounce, price died. You got a bull bounce, and then the price died. Way over here, you had the bull run. So you have really three places this has all happened. I'm going to get rid of this, 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 this. This, right, and this, and I don't think I need this because this is just not low. I mean, it's low. It's not low enough for me. I don't think it played the same pattern out. So there we go. Okay. Yeah, I did bat. I have bat. Yeah, give me a second. I think I had bat up there for you last time. Didn't I have bat for you? I thought I did bat. This will be the last one I do. Let's load the chart up. Do I have bat? I did not have bat. Binance, Bitfinex, which one? Binance, Bitfinex. Which one you want? Which one you want? You want Binance or Bitfinex? I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you, Demir. Dude, you're killing me. You want Binance or Bitfinex? You're killing me, bro. Which one? Pick one. Binance, Bitfinex. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. All right, so let's take a look at what we got. Ooh, nice, nice. Let's go into log scale. Come on, get down here. All right. that in place. So first thing we do, we throw a trend line on there. So trend line is on. And we're going to throw our trend line on here. Okay. There it is, 2 trend lines. There we go. Okay, we're going to lock that in place. All right, so you see from the drop here to this, you're like right at the 5.0, right? Popped right in the 5.0 right there. It's actually green. Okay. And I want to do RSI. The one last indicator on there. All right, under all the indicators, Stoke rolling over. Let's see what we got over here on so it's finding support on the 382 and the 236. So it's finding support right here. Is that a bearish and or bullish? Can I make that work? It looks like a mean rising wedge right there, though. Right? It looks like this is pulling like a super mean rising wedge. A B, C, D, E. This looks like just like a really mean rising wedge here. Possibly A, B, C, D, E. Right? A, B, C, D, E to resistance. And then you'd look for the retracement, and here I'd be looking for this to break this wedge first, right? But I mean, it looks like come down, tap this wedge, and bounce off is totally possible. But I would be trying to play this out, right? This would be a target for the bears. And then the second target would be this trend line right here, which really doesn't have a lot of support. But by the time this plays out, I mean, that's what that kind of looks like to me. It looks like an A, B, C, D, E wave. It looks like a rising wedge. It looks like it should fall out. I would wait for it to test this wedge right here. Test this rising wedge and break out lower, and then you're going to look to test the top of this, right? And if you break out of the top side of this, you know, your targets are going to be right up there. There's going to be your targets right there if this breaks north on you, right? So that's pretty easy play, right? I'd look to play looking for a break out of the right? Pretty easy. That's it. So if you're bullish, you're just looking for this to break out of here, this resistance area. If I go back, I want to check. So I'm going to pull this down. I want to go to the weekly. So I just want to see where our support and resistance is. Get off there. Man, that was a bearish candle on the weekly. Bearish candle, another, so this is a new weekly candle that's going to close tomorrow. A spinning top, very bearish spinning top. Bear candle, bear candle. Let's see, 3-day. Yeah, bullish. You're going to see how this candle closes out in this 3-day. But I'm going to go back to the weekly. The weekly also, look, the weekly's coming up to support right here on the resistance on the top right here. Look where it got rejected last time. You know, your RSI still is broken out. Your RSI is definitely on the weekly's broken out. But I would be watching for this because this weekly looks like two bearish candles. This is a bear shooting star. Then you got this bearish candle. You've got the 50 MA right above you right there. So you got to break out of both these. Look at every time this thing's turned around. I mean, look at the candle. Boom, boom, boom. And then you got it there, but it broke out of that candle, right? So now this candle hasn't closed yet, but if this does pull all the way down, you'd be looking exactly at the same scenarios you had last time right here. Very bearish. I wouldn't change anything. Volume looks freaking amazing. They have some kind of news on it. There's some kind of news on this coin or something like that. Is that what it was? Is there news over here? I think it's going to come down here and test this. Bonk. And then you're going to be looking to see it bounce off. Burn, like that. Ah, Coinbase listed it. Ah. Aha. Got it. Yeah. Oh, somebody needs to tell the freaking bulls over on BTC it's freaking November. Boom. All right, everybody. That's all I got for today. I'm going to get off. I got a long night of work tonight. All right. And that's it. Thank you all. I will catch you guys all tomorrow for the vamp. And I said until 1 mil, I am out.